First of all, let me greet and thank a lot the University of Rwanda, the representatives of the government, the authorities, the ambassadors, the colleagues and the students. We are here to share our experience on outcomes and future perspectives of Erasmus Plus capacity building projects in higher education in Rwanda. I remember that in 2021, on November 16th, we met in Parma, and at that time we shared our experiences and we tried to strengthen our cooperation by implementing the activities of the first Erasmus Plus project, EnRHEd. It is quite evident that our efforts were successful because today, besides the EnRHEd project, we have its exploitation, the greater project. In few years, this is the second project funded by the European Union and led by the University of Parma, which involves both public and private Rwandan higher education institutions, and we can only be happy about this. In the last 3 years, besides the two capacity building projects, another Erasmus exchange project was implemented in cooperation between the University of Parma and the University of Rwanda in the fields of psychology, pediatrics and pharmacy. The University of Parma is very proud to lead all these projects. In this way, as a European institution, we contribute to the implementation of the European policies in the development of higher education around the world. And this is not a secondary task for a public and ancient university like the University of Parma is. Our university recognizes the importance of aligning its action with the European Union policy aimed at increasing the quality and efficiency of education and training systems in the European Union and abroad. The statute of the University of Parma states that our university recognizes the strategic importance of international cooperation for development and promotes its implementation, in line with the ethical and political commitments undertaken by the international community. In recognizing social and cultural diversity among peoples, our university promotes the international cooperation by supporting research and education with special attention to sustainable human development, also through bilateral and multilateral partnerships with international institutions. The Statute of the University of Parma also states that our university supports and encourages the international dimension of research and training programs through official agreements with European and non-European institutions. Our university promotes the participation in international networks to activate multiple and joint degrees to increase the admission of foreign students, researchers and lecturers, to encouraging the mobility of students, teaching staff and administrative staff. These Erasmus projects are perfectly correspondent to the policy of both internationalization and international cooperation of the University of Parma. The model of the internationalization adopted by the University of Parma is based on cooperation. At the heart of the cooperative model is the idea that knowledge is a universal public good that must be expanded and made accessible to the widest possible public around the globe. The enrichment of knowledge occurs through cooperation, which enhances the cultural heritage of each individual country and each individual institution. In cooperation, the search for diversity is the stimulus for mobility and the creation of networks. The benefits of academic learning abroad derive not only from its content, but also from the stimulus to reflection and comparative thinking that it provides. Internationalization strategies inspired by the principle of cooperation are more inclusive in the choice of partners and are equally attentive to incoming and outgoing mobility, interested in attracting exchange students. The emphasis is on academic, cultural and personal benefits rather than economic or geopolitical ones. Attention is paid to ensuring the benefits to each agreement and the activity are equally distributed between the various partners. Thanks to these Erasmus projects, several teaching staff members and students from Rwanda had the possibility to spend a period in our European institutions. We know from their testimonies that it was an enriching experience for all of them, and we are happy about that. In the same way, some teaching staff and students from our university and had the opportunity to visit Rwanda, to spend a period in your institution, to teach, to work, to create connections. All this is a priceless contribution to the development of knowledge and research. Beyond Europe, on the Erasmus programs in 2015, the University of Parma launched the Overworld program, entirely funded by our university. The flow of outgoing students to non-European countries was been about 130 per year, while the flow of incoming students is about 60. There are 32 destination countries covering all continents, and obviously Rwanda is among them. The major beneficiaries of mobility programs were exchange students who had the opportunity to spend a period of study or internship in a foreign country. The students have gained extraordinary experience. They have been in contact with different academic realities, experienced new teaching methods, interacted with students and teachers from different cultures, and organized their lives in previously unknown environments. Many of them have taken advantage to the opportunity to travel and learn more about their host country. I can testify that this occurred to all Italian students who had the opportunity to spend a period in Rwanda in the last 4 years. And this is thanks to the hosting availability of our Rwandan partners. Some research activities, even in cooperation with local governmental agencies, have recently been launched in cooperation between the University of Parma and Rwandan institutions, and I am sure that much more will be done in the future. The workshop taking place today regards the EnRHEd project, which is nearing in conclusion, but we have the opportunity to work about the greater project, which is just started. So it is not a concluding event, but obviously, on the contrary, it will pave the way to more wide and strong cooperation between the University of Parma and all Rwandan institutions that are represented here today. It is easily understandable that these projects had a great impact on all partner institutions. I can assure you that the impact inside the University of Parma was great, and many teaching and administrative staff members were involved in different activities. By working together with Rwanda colleagues, they gained a lot in terms of teaching experience, scientific improvement, and above all, cultural exchange. The commitment of the University of Parma to continue the collaboration with Rwandan partners will be to the utmost of our ability. I am confident that the activities undertaken will be fruitfully developed. And thank you very much, and have a nice and fruitful meeting. Thank you.